Welcome to the Insider's Guide to Custom Homes. I'm Rick Bell, founder of Landmark Custom Homes. After 4 decades building custom and semi-custom homes across South Florida, I created this show to help you navigate the journey from dream to design, all the way to move-in day. Whether you're building a cozy retreat or a 10,000 square foot legacy estate, this podcast is your roadmap to building smart. In each episode, we'll break down the process, from assembling your dream team to choosing the right materials, managing timelines, and protecting your investment. No fluff, no jargon, just real-world experience and straight talk to help you stay in control. Over the years, I've seen it all: the highs, the hiccups, and the unexpected in custom home building. This show is where I share those lessons to help you build smarter, avoid costly mistakes, and turn your vision into reality with confidence. In today's episode, we will discuss the construction schedule. The construction schedule is one of the most important tools a builder has in his toolbox to keep your project on track. Like a saw, hammer, or any other tool, when used correctly, it can produce exceptional results. A well-thought-out and diligently managed schedule creates harmony on the job site between dozens of trade partners, suppliers, and the project management team. Let's talk about the key elements of a schedule, such as what tools are available for builders to use to put a schedule together, what makes a well-constructed schedule, what can an owner do to help keep the schedule on target, what can schedules do when delays occur to keep the project moving. Before we get into the types of schedules, let me explain more about how it works. A schedule optimizes the sequence of many tasks needed to complete your home, efficiently managing the amount of time it will take to build your home. For example, when the interior walls are framed, which trade comes in first? Or do you throw all the plumber, electrician, and HVAC contractors into the home at the same time? While this may sound efficient, it will most likely cause confusion and conflicts. Electrical wires may be placed where ductwork needs to run, and plumbing pipes can be blocked by electrical panels. Proper sequencing is the key to a well-coordinated schedule. We will talk more about this later. First, let's discuss the schedules most often used today, which are varying versions of a CPM or critical path method schedule. There are programs such as Microsoft Schedule, Primavera, and other CPM scheduling programs packaged into various construction software platforms, such as Build Tools, Procore, Buildertrend, and CoConstruct. I first learned about CPM in a scheduling class at the University of Florida's School of Building Construction, now known as the College of Design, Construction, and Planning. The CPM was created by DuPont to better manage their plant maintenance and was quickly adopted by the U.S. military to manage complex, interdependent tasks. The CPM schedule uses interrelationships to sequence the job. In construction, you start with a list of tasks used on a job, how long each will take to complete, and then assess how soon each task can start. In our earlier example, we tried throwing all trades into the home at the same time with disastrous results. Let's use the critical path method to sequence the crews. Let's say the plumber needs 5 days to install the sewer and water lines in the walls. The HVAC contractor needs 10 days, and the electrician needs 12 days. Who goes first? Well, the ductwork takes up much of the space in the ceiling and needs to be located in very specific locations, so logically, the HVAC contractor should be first to start. But do you need to wait for all their work to be done before bringing in the next trade? The answer is no, but you need to understand how soon after the HVAC starts before the plumber can join in. Say after 5 days, the ductwork is laid out and most of the main trunk lines are installed. The plumber can now visually see where he can install his pipes and safely avoid conflicts. This 5 days is called lead time. With this in mind, we can start the plumber using the lead time to sequence their work into the job and move on to sequencing the electrician using the same thought process. So who has the knowledge to put a construction schedule together? A seasoned superintendent, a project manager, or a collaboration of both can assemble a well-defined schedule using in-depth knowledge of the construction process. They must thoroughly understand the proper sequence and lead times between all tasks used to build a custom home. There are other elements of the schedule such as float, lag, and resource loading. If you want to learn more about the advanced inner workings of the schedule, there are classes you can take or perhaps watch YouTube tutorials. What can an owner do to help keep the schedule on track? First, your builder should provide you with an overall schedule showing the key benchmarks such as pouring the foundation, completing the roof, and framing the walls. At Landmark, we provide a selection schedule which itemizes the tasks you need to complete, when you should start, and when your selections need to be finalized. For example, selecting your cabinets, which is a key element in the schedule. This task requires you and your designers to agree on the cabinet layout, assign locations to your appliances, sinks, drawers, and doors, and decide on the cabinet's style and color. Then, the cabinets must be priced out and accepted by you in order for the shop drawings to be created. These shop drawings will indicate what backing is needed to support your cabinets, where plumbing needs to be located, and what electricity needs to be provided. This information gives your builder the tools they need to physically build the spaces where your cabinets will be located. What may appear to be a relatively simple task is actually far more complex, requiring your diligence to complete it on time. A seasoned builder will let you know when to start working on this task, monitor where you are in the process, and prompt you if you fall behind. Adhering to the selection schedule goes a long way to preventing delays and allows the job to flow smoothly. Other delays related to you as the owner include changes. Changes are inevitable on a custom home build. In the many decades I have been building, I can't think of one job where an owner did not make a change during construction. This is perfectly normal, and timely changes, along with diligent decision-making, can avoid extensions of time needed to complete your home. Sometimes, your change is so important you need to extend the timeline. For example, the owner of a home in one of our recent builds thought the entryway needed to be modified to give the home more curb appeal. The architect quickly made the visual modifications to the plans, but we knew the engineering and permitting required by the building department would take several weeks. We discussed this with our clients, and we all agreed to extend the timeline, and a change order was executed based on this information. The change was made expeditiously, and the owner was thrilled with the new look. Additional time was seamlessly added to the schedule, and the job continued on to the next phase. Your builder should periodically review the schedule with you during the construction of your home, giving you real-time updates as to your home's progress. They should be able to inform you if there are unforeseen delays and how they may be able to mitigate them and make up the lost time. As you can see, the schedule is an essential tool your custom home builder should use to keep your home on track, allowing you to better understand your home's progress. A good schedule lets you know your responsibilities in advance and allocates time for your decisions to help complete your home on time. I truly hope you benefit from the information provided in this episode, and I look forward to discussing many more topics to help you navigate your custom home build. In future episodes, we will discuss more of the essentials of custom home building, such as performing due diligence when buying your lot, the construction budget, contingencies, and change orders. If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe and share it with someone thinking about building. I am Rick Bell, and this is the Insider's Guide to Custom Homes. Let's build your masterpiece the Landmark way. Stay tuned and enjoy the journey.